Revelation 13 verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor,
talking about nations,
free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
So this mark is, right, this mark is a philosophy, a doctrine. Go ahead.
Verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand.
So the question is, what is this mark? It's a policy. Go ahead.
Or in their foreheads.
Meaning you believe it. Go ahead.
Revelation chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
So that mark is sin. Go ahead. And how are they going to enforce that? Go ahead.
And that no man might buy or sell.
So they're going to use a digital currency, buying and selling. That's how they're going to force people to break God's laws.
And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
This mark still goes back to the mark of Cain.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13 and verse 16. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads.
Now we say, okay, that's this time period. But what about during the apostles' time period? Give me that next article. You got to zoom in so we can see right there. Read that.
The rejection of Caesar.
Where do I want to start? Raise it up. Let me see how long this is. Start at the top. The whole idea, right there.
The whole idea of the kingdom of God was revolutionary. There was to be no other kingdom spoken of apart from Caesar's. But our brethren preached the gospel of the kingdom of God. And those who openly accepted these principles were inevitably, excuse me.
Come on.
Inevitably persecuted. Expelled from
So it's talking about persecution. Go ahead.
Expelled from the trade guilds, not worked with, socially shunned, their children discriminated against. David Bosch observes, Christians confess Jesus as Lord of all lords.
Pay attention, pay attention.
The most revolutionary political demonstration imaginable in the Roman Empire. It has even been shown that in Nero's time,
listen good, in Nero's time,
it was forbidden for Christians to use imperial coinage.
Read.
With its images of Caesar as Lord.
Read.
It was in this sense impossible to buy or sell.
They could not buy or sell, read.
Unless one was willing to accept the mark of the beast. Exactly as in Revelation 13 verse 17.
Go ahead.
The next verse goes on to identify the number of the beast man, as being 666. And yet, this is the sum of the Hebrew letters in Neron Caesar. Whatever other application these verses may be seen to have to Catholic persecution.
What I want y'all to see with this article, y'all can look it up yourself. They had to confess Caesar was Lord in order to buy and sell. They had to have the Roman coin that says Caesar is Lord in order to buy and sell. That's what they did to the Christians. And this is talking about our people. Give me the next article. There's another one.
666.
Raise it up. Zoom in. Let me see where I want to start. No, I don't want that up there. What is Revelation? Let's start there.
What is Revelation? The book of the Bible called Revelation was originally a letter written in the 1st century by a man named John while living in exile on the island of Patmos to 7 churches in the Roman province of Asia, Revelations 1 and 4. Ancient and modern interpreters have typically dated Revelation.
Right. Hey, raise it up. Let's get to the point. It says needed to buy and sell. Raise it up. Raise it up. Raise it. Raise it. Raise it. Raise it. raise it, raise it, raise it, raise it, raise it. Did we just miss it? Go back down. It said needed to buy and sell.
You passed it.
Let me see.
The second beast out of the earth.
No. It says needed to buy and sell. Let me see. Lower it. Right there. Go ahead. Read right there.
Needed to buy and sell. While the word mark clearly has symbolic meaning, what if it also has literal meaning? After all, John says that his contemporaries were unable to buy or sell without this mark. The word for mark in the Greek is charagma, which means engraved, etched, or imprinted. Around the time that Revelation was written, the Roman currencies being used had engravings of Caesar on them.
That's what we read earlier. Go ahead.
Mark 12:16. During Nero's reign, his portrait appeared on coins, appearing like the god Apollo, often inscribed with the words, Son of God. To John, as a former Jew, this was considered blasphemous.
Read.
Exodus 20, verse 4. Everyone,
raise it up.
rich and poor, slave and free, had to use this Roman currency, marked with the image of Nero. Rome openly proclaimed that its rulers, the Caesars, were divine gods or sons of God. All those under the jurisdiction of Rome, such as the early church, were required by law to publicly proclaim their allegiance to Caesar by burning a pinch of incense and declaring Caesar is Lord.
Y'all see that? Go ahead.
Upon compliance with this law, the people were given a papyrus document
Written paper.
called a libellus, which they were required to present when either stopped by the Roman police or attempting to engage in commerce
That's buying or selling.
in the Roman marketplace, increasing the difficulty of buying or selling without this mark.
So without that coin, you had to admit Caesar is Lord in order to buy and sell. So when we read in the Bible, that's how when they read it, they said, well, this is what's going on now. That man of sin was being revealed. And guess what? It's like a what? A ring. It's going to happen again. Just watch. Just watch what happens.